Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I want to thank everybody who's testified today. I appreciate this hearing. It's an important one. I'm going to start with you, Assistant Secretary Sweeney. It kind of dovetails off of Senator Smith's questions. You said you couldn't speak for the administration when it comes to advanced approach. Do you believe in advanced approach for the BIA, since they do have special trust responsibilities that no other agency within the federal government have?
So we are having discussions with our federal partners like HHS on.
Yeah, but do you support the advanced approach? Because, quite frankly, when we have things like government shutdowns, we don't live up to our trust responsibility at all.
No, I understand what you're saying, and I do see the benefits in advanced appropriations.
Okay, thank you. Missing and burdened Indigenous women crisis is huge. We've had hearings in this committee. On Monday, I led a letter along with Chairman Hoban, Vice Chairman Udall, by Pedersen, members of this committee, asking the GAO to conduct a study on how the BIA and other federal agencies respond to reports of missing and murdered Indigenous women, improving reporting protocols, work with other law enforcement agencies. I believe the GAO is going to do this important study. I hope you will commit today to working with the GAO to providing information that they need to put together that comprehensive report. Either one of you?
Absolutely.
Head nods, yes. You talked about raising awareness. Have you done anything specifically with taking steps to improve reports and communication between the U.S. Marshal Service, FBI, tribal law enforcement, and the FBI?
Thank you for your question. It's
Sure.
directed to me, okay. We've increased the number of our drug agents and canine teams in Indian country. We also have provided and executed tribal community training and awareness events in Indian country. And again, we are improving our federal partnerships to more effectively focus on this very, very important issue. When you talk about the partnerships between Office of Justice Services and other federal partners,
Yes.
Access to data is key.
Yep.
And we need to improve that process. And
Are
by
you in
we,
process of improving that? Are you in process of improving the data sharing?
by we, I mean Indian Affairs and those other agencies need to learn to collaborate in a more efficient and effective fashion. And
I
yes,
gotcha.
to answer your question, the answer is yes.
Because quite frankly, the FBI has all sorts of fish to fry out there. They may not even be aware of what's going on, quite frankly, to the extent that you are.
Yes.
And so it's not unlike a lot of things, consultation of Indian tribes. You guys understand that's important. Other agencies, no big deal. Why do we have to talk? And it creates problems. So if you guys can help lead the charge on this, would be very, very helpful. In Montana, like the Northern Cheyenne tribe, for example, 450,000 acres, one officer. That can be repeated throughout Indian country in Montana, and probably with most, if not all, the large land-based tribes. Does this budget have adequate funding levels to be able to hire the law enforcement that's needed in Indian country by the BIA?
Thank you for your question. Again, as I had explained earlier, we have budget constraints. I'm looking at maintaining current operations.
Okay, so you're talking about this budget will maintain law enforcement but not increase the number of officers that are on the ground.
This budget will maintain ongoing operations.
Okay, so I would just say this. You're a very good person. You came here with high marks. We confirmed you. If we don't have people like you fighting for more law enforcement in Indian country, it ain't going to happen. Mm-hmm. Just not going to happen. And I'm telling you, the reason we have drugs, crime that's over the top, is driven by a lot of things: poverty, bad water, no housing, all that stuff that we have to deal with on this committee. But if they don't have law enforcement, it becomes a no man's land. And I'm just telling you that you've got to step it up. I want to talk about hemp. I got 30 seconds. I think there's an opportunity with hemp in agriculture. It's a crop that we can use in rotations. Nothing's worth anymore because of these tariffs that have been thrown on that are killing agriculture right now, going to kill rural America. Can you update me on the work that you're doing to ensure that BIA's hemp regulations reflect the 2018 Farm Bill, in which we addressed hemp in, and BIA training law enforcement officers to be compliant with the 2018 Farm Bill? with industrialized hemp, different than the stuff you smoke.
Thank you for that clarification, and thank you for your answer.
It's the question. I'm looking for the answer.
I mean, your question, excuse me. We are waiting for the USDA to issue their regulations, but we have been working with the Natural Resource Conservation Service and the Farm Service Agency to develop an MOU that outlines collaboration and consultation to ensure the applicable farm bill is consistent
Okay.
with federal and tribal
Got it.
laws and regulations.
That's good. So here, let's just see if the rubber hits the road. Are there tribal land leases currently permitted to grow hemp this year?
No, not at this time.
Okay, so we got to do better. And I'll just tell you why. Montana, we're one of the last ones to plant. Planting season's about over with. So we got to move forward, if you could. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Appreciate all your service. Sorry I just picked on Tara. I should have picked on the rest of you too.